Shape layers are really cool. They're adaptable, scalable, programmable, but damn it, they make things like progress bars harder than they should be. This time on Solving FX. Hey and welcome. Normally if you want a rectangle, you'd select the rectangle tool and click and drag it to create a new shape layer with a rectangle on it. Then you'd expand the properties on the timeline and tidy up the shape as you see fit. But then to make the shape grow into place as if charting progress, you'd think you could uncheck the size infinity symbol and adjust the width. But that grows from the centre, and you wanted it to grow left to right, or maybe for my Middle Eastern viewers, right to left. Actually, is that right? I think your text is laid out right to left, but when depicting a loading or video playing, have you been forced to switch to Western cultural norms, or are they switched? I'm about to show you an approach that works in whatever direction you want. So I could get all fancy and use a complex expression that repositions the anchor point based on width. But a much simpler way is to use a track matte for a second shape layer. With no layer selected, I'll select the pen tool, then click a point to the left of the shape layer. This creates a new shape layer and a path point. I'll then hold down Shift and click to the right of the rectangle. This creates a second point and a line which is in the same vertical position as the first one, giving me a horizontal line. I'll now hit enter and rename this layer to Matte, and expand the layer in the contents folder until I can see the stroke and fill settings. Delete the fill, then in stroke, expand it until it is larger than the rectangle layer. And now go to the tiny Add menu and select Trim Paths. And if I now adjust the end percentage, I can grow or shrink the line's length. I'll set a couple of keyframes, then collapse the layer's properties. And using the track matte controls, I'll make it the rectangle shape layer's track matte. If I select the matte layer again and tab U, I can see the keyframes and adjust them accordingly. I like this approach because it means that the lower rectangle doesn't have to be a shape layer. I could use a graphic or have a text layer revealed too. Or you could do fancier things, like link and animation. This one uses the linear expression to drive the lens flare's position based on the end keyframes. This shape layer stroke as track matte approach also lets you do things like animated signatures. Use the pen tool to draw a line through the handwriting, and expand its stroke. Add a trim paths and keyframe the end. If you run into issues where the text crosses over, you might need to get creative with masks, or animate a mask to hide the part of the signature until the stroke catches up. But that's it. It's a neat little trick that solves an issue I see people posting about all the time, struggling to do this in all sorts of complicated ways. A bit like this video, where shapes pass through each other. Turns out that's super simple too.